What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, thanks for coming back. So today we're going to be working on the crew cab Centurion build again. And as you might have seen in the title and the thumbnail, we are going to try and detail the interior of this thing. At least we're going to attempt. And obviously we just bought the truck about a month ago, more or less. And one of the main things you want to do with the truck when you first buy it is have a nice clean interior and basically have your smells to the ones that are in that truck. You don't want to be smelling the previous owner smells and have all that grime and dirt and whatnot and whatever might be in your truck. You definitely want to get rid of all of that, especially since I intend my family to be in this thing. I want to make sure that it's nice and clean, so that's going to be a priority for us today. And one of the things that I bought to achieve that, at least a nice clean smell, is this Ozone Generator. These things are pretty cheap. This one was about 50-60 bucks more or less, and hopefully that'll help us get rid of a lot of the smells. Like I said, we are going to be completely tearing apart the interior, cleaning, vacuuming out everything. That should be what helps the most, but that should really help us get rid of those really lingering smells. Now, I have never used one of those things. I actually learned about those things from another channel. I don't know if you guys follow him because he's in the Cummins community, but I got that tip from Paradox, whatever. He actually has a really cool channel. It's kind of, he doesn't really upload anymore, at least not as frequently as he used to, because he started a detail business. And according to him, he uses that on all of his customers' trucks that smell bad, that have a bad interior smell to them. So like I said, I'm interested to see how well it works. So that's gonna be the first thing that we try before we start cleaning anything. I know it seems kind of backwards, but I want to see how well it works. Now, after I saw him mention it on his channel, I did some research behind it, and I guess it does work. Don't ask me the science behind it because I don't know. All I got from it is that it does work. The only problem with it though is that ozone can actually deteriorate rubbers and plastics and stuff like that. So maybe it's something that you don't want to do all the time. Not really sure how often you can use it, but like I said, I did find out that it can degrade plastics and rubbers and stuff like that. So maybe it's not the best of things, but like I said, we are going to try. So I'm going to go ahead, unbox this, throw it inside of the truck for I think like 15 minutes more or less. I gotta go back and see how long you're supposed to leave it in there, and then we'll see if it makes any change to the actual smell of the truck. Okay guys, so here's this thing. I did buy this off of Amazon. I'll leave a link to it down below if you guys want to try this, because I know that our old trucks definitely can smell a little bit not that great. So hopefully this is a good solution to that. Like I said, they're pretty cheap. They were like 50-60 bucks I believe on Amazon, and you can use this on your house too. So if your room don't smell that good, you can use that in there. So here's the actual machine. Not that crazy looking, to be honest with you. It's pretty simple. I think we'll be good. All it has is just this timer on it. Yeah, pretty cool. Obviously it comes with its extension cord and the handle and the hardware to install the handle. Okay guys, so we got this thing chilling on the center console of the truck. I went back and looked at Paradox's video. I forgot what his name actually is. Anyways, we're gonna leave it there for 2 hours, 120 minutes. That's what he recommends. I did check in the instructions and it says 5 to 10 minutes once a week. So since maybe because this is the initial I guess treatment, we're gonna do it for that long, see how it does. It does have a very particular smell to it, so we'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna take this and fix this. Anyways, we're gonna shut this, go to the other side, close the windows, and leave it there for 2 hours. Now, something very important, that thing isn't just bad for your plastics and your rubbers, it's actually also bad for your health. So basically you don't want to be in there if that thing's running. So you don't want to be in any room in your car at all if that thing's running. And once it's done, give it like an hour just to kind of go away, I guess. Go roll the windows down, open your door, and just leave it there for about an hour to do its thing. But yeah, definitely you don't want to be in the same room as that thing is when it's running. You want to make sure that you or your pets or anyone is out of the room. They actually provide these little things that you can put on the door just to make sure that no one goes in the door, because like I said, it's also really bad for your health. But after like an hour, 30 minutes, it'll dissipate and you should be safe to go back in there. So this thing doesn't smell horrible. It just has that old truck smell. You know, it's kind of, I don't have to say like moldy, but it smells like an old truck. So yeah, for sure we're gonna go ahead, get rid of all those smells, see how it smells afterwards, see if it has that same smell that the machine produces, or if it's something completely different. I don't know, we'll see. But like I said, once that's done doing its thing, we're gonna go back and see how it smells. Like obviously YouTube still doesn't have a smell-o-vision, but I'll do my best to be honest with you guys and tell you what I feel the thing smells like. Okay guys, so the ozone generator has not been going on for about 2 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead, unplug it, roll down the windows and leave it there like that for at least 30 minutes. So it's unplugged. Okay, so we rolled down the windows. We'll leave it like that for 30 minutes, maybe an hour, just to make sure that all that stuff kind of dissipates so that it doesn't kill us. I don't think it would, but at least harm us. Also, I want to ask you, how do you guys feel about these Duramax tow mirrors? I get a whole bunch of questions about if I'm gonna make the brackets, if I'm gonna install the mirrors on this thing, and I am definitely thinking about doing that on this truck. But yeah, like I said, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think. Okay guys, so it's the next day and I am really curious to see how this truck's gonna smell. It's about 5-6 o'clock right now, and it's been hot today. It's about 96 degrees right now. So if it's ever gonna smell bad, it's gonna be right now. So we're gonna go ahead, take a little sniff. Like I said last night, you couldn't really pick up any smells other than like that chlorine smell. So we'll see what it smells like today. Okay, so being honest, when you first step into the truck, you still get the slightest scent of that vintage smell that I was talking about that my wife says this truck has, but it's just the slightest. Like before, like it would really kind of like punch you in the face, you know. It's kind of like, oh, talking about vintage, that's actually exactly how to describe the smell, because it smells like when you walk into a freaking thrift store. You know that smell, especially if they have a lot of clothes. That's how it smells like in here. That's how it used to smell actually in here. And now it's just like the very slightest smell, which pretty impressed. Like I said before, it would just kind of punch you in the face. Like I said, it was just like walking into a thrift shop. Gotta say, I'm happy with it. So now the actual fun's gonna start. Okay, like I said, the fun's really not gonna start. We're gonna go ahead and detail the interior of this thing. We're gonna take it down completely down to the carpets, clean the carpets, we'll vacuum everything out, clean the carpets, clean the seats, clean the dash, clean everything inside, and disinfect it and protect it. So these are a few of the things that we're gonna use to clean the interior of this thing. So we're gonna use a detailer cleaner. This is a McGuire's, as well as the protectant, natural shine, that way it doesn't get too shiny or anything like that. I'm not a fan of really shiny dashes and stuff like that. We're gonna use a variety of brushes just to kind of clean the carpet, clean the vents, clean everything. This is gonna be for the tires, that's gonna be for a different video. And most importantly, we got some brushes for the drill, some drill brush attachments, because we want to work we want to make this as easy as possible, especially with how hot it is right now. I don't want to be baking myself in there. We got some glass cleaner, some water repellent for the glass. We got some squirt bottles, which we're going to use one for soapy water and one for a disinfectant that my wife uses. And we've got some carpet cleaner. This is actually just Dollar Tree carpet cleaner. You can buy as many of those and it's really not that expensive. I did buy all of this stuff from AutoZone and from Dollar Tree, but I am gonna leave you guys a link down below to a shopping cart, to an Amazon shopping cart, where you can find everything plus a few other things that I didn't buy because I didn't plan well enough, and I wouldn't have had them here in time, even though it's like next 2-day shipping. Anyways, now it's really cool if you guys shop from there, because one, you don't have to go pick them up from the store, but two, it actually helps me out because it's an affiliate link, just like most of the links down below. And if you buy anything from there, even if it's not what's in the cart, if you click to that link and you go buy something, it helps me out because Amazon will give me a small commission for taking you to their site. So it's a win-win. You don't pay anything extra and I make a little bit of money. So again, if you are interested in any of these products, go check it out. Okay guys, so we got the interior and this thing completely ripped out, other than the seat belt. Literally on the first bolt that I was gonna take out, that Torx snapped, and I don't feel like extracting it, and I don't feel like going and buying another one, so I can work around them. And as you can see, this carpet is nasty. It's disgusting. We're gonna do our best to save this thing and bring it back, but it is like, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but there's what I hope is coffee there, all over this thing. There's scum, there's candy, It is just, it's disgusting, absolutely nasty. So hopefully we'll be able to clean all of this. Right around now, I'm really regretting not actually buying an actual carpet cleaner. The heck are they called? I don't know, but like I said, one of those things that's going to be linked in that link down below, like a carpet shampooer. It's okay, like I said, we'll do our best with this and leave it as clean as possible. Also, another thing that I did just to work a little bit more comfortable is put this canopy over the truck just to keep it a little bit cooler, because today was 96 degrees, 98, so it's definitely not that comfortable working outside when it's that hot. So anything like that that you can do to keep your truck a little bit cooler really does make a huge difference to your comfort out here. So now removing the seats was kind of a pain. So I'm pretty sure this truck originally had a bench seat in it, because these brackets that they used to install these seats, they basically had the two outside original holes that would be on a bench seat, and then I'm pretty sure they drilled two more holes on the inside of this thing and installed basically these bolts with a big washer and lock nut in the bottom. And now, because I'm pretty sure that the seats have never been removed on this truck, the bolts were completely rusted from the bottom. On the driver's seat, we were able to remove them. My father-in-law actually gave me a hand. He was hitting them from the top with an impact, and I was holding them from the bottom, and we were able to get the two from the driver's side out. The passenger side they were on there. They were basically impossible to remove, so I ended up cutting them. I took these also and just cut the heads off the bolts, and cut the nuts off the bolts, and we were able to just take them out like that, which made it way easier. We were probably messing with those two bolts for like 10 minutes, and with the salsa we chopped them off in like 2 minutes. So definitely, if you start struggling with a bolt like that too much, just cut it off. It's always worked for me. So now that we have all that stuff off, we're gonna go ahead and start vacuuming out the carpet completely. I'm not gonna go too into the actual detail of the truck. I actually used this, you probably know of him, Chris Fix. He has a great series about super cleaning your truck, detailing and stuff like that. Definitely go and check out his video. Like I said, this is gonna be more of an overview, because he goes into like 30-minute videos on just cleaning the carpet and then just cleaning the dash and stuff like that. So I don't want to make this any longer than I have to. Okay guys, so we completely ran out of light. It's kind of funny how you like go inside and do one thing and then your entire day is basically gone. But I want to show you the little bit of progress that we did get done on this thing. We've got pretty much this thing entirely vacuumed out, and just doing that made a huge difference. Obviously we have some pretty gnarly stains that we have to take care of, but like I said, just that vacuum made a huge difference. I still gotta vacuum this corner of it, and then in like kind of spots like this where stuff gets really cut up, I take a brush and kind of just give it a brush to loosen up any loose dirt and vacuum it out, as well as like all of these areas right here. Just brush them out and vacuum it. That really helps you get a lot of the stuff out. Like I said, I want to get as much as the loose dirt that I can from this before I start shampooing it. So that's that. Like I said, unfortunately not that much progress tonight. Luckily we can still work here in the garage, so I think tonight I'm gonna work on getting these seats completely cleaned out. I just finished cleaning the passenger side seat, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there's not much of a difference between the two. This one does look slightly cleaner, but it sure as hell smells way better, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead, clean the driver's side. I already went ahead and vacuumed this thing out completely. I did about 4 passes going in each direction on it. Make sure that I vacuumed as much of that dust and dirt and whatnot that's stuck to these things. And what I did now is go ahead and completely cover this thing with the carpet cleaner. So basically after we spray it, we're gonna go ahead and let it kind of just I guess soak into this thing a little bit. You definitely don't want to get the seats completely soaked. You want to be able to still kind of suck all the moisture out of them and allow them to dry. So these things are pretty close to being done. So what we're gonna do is actually agitate them with the drill to try and get all of these stains out and get them as clean as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead, hit them with that, and then after we've hit them with that, we're gonna go ahead and vacuum these out again. I like to go like at least 4 times in every direction to try and get as much of that moisture out of them. Okay guys, I just finished with the driver's side seat, and it was actually an improvement. There was this one section that really left me shocked, and that's the armrest. And let me show you. So this is the finished product, the seat. It definitely did get cleaned up, to be honest with you. They both are definitely way cleaner, but these things are just worn out, they're old. The fibers, everything are basically just worn down in a lot of spots, kind of like right there and there. Just, you know, high wear areas are definitely worn out, and there's really nothing that I think I can do about that. But like I said, they are definitely way cleaner. The one spot that really left me shocked, that's this area. Obviously it still looks a little bit stained, a little bit brown, but it is nothing compared to what it used to be. It basically had caked on who knows what, probably the previous owners' sweat and skin cells and all that disgusting stuff was here. And now all that's left is this, but that's literally just worn out little hairs on the fabric, so there's nothing I can do about that. But like I said, all that nastiness is gone. Now imagine if you haven't detailed your truck and you bought it. These trucks are pushing 30 years old now. Imagine all the nastiness from all the previous owners that are on your truck. Like I really encourage you guys to freaking clean, detail your trucks when you buy them. If you haven't done it, do it. If you haven't done it in a while, go ahead and do it. The single cab, that is literally the first thing that actually my wife and I did when we brought it home. We completely tore it apart. She was awesome. She was out there helping me. She helped me pull the seats out of it and pull the the vinyl out of it, everything. And we completely detailed that truck. And one thing that I'm really regretting right about now, not buying, was that shampooing, freaking suctioning. I really wish I would have planned better for this video and would have bought that thing. I don't know, who knows? Maybe I might buy it later on and make a review out of it, because I think those things are definitely worth it. Okay guys, so we haven't been able to work on this thing for like the past couple of days, but luckily today we have a little bit of time, so we're gonna go ahead and work on this thing. We already vacuumed all the carpet. Again, like I said, I hit it a couple times. This should be pretty decently clean. So we're gonna start the whole shampooing process. I am gonna go to this actual carpet cleaner. Well, the other one's also a carpet cleaner, but from a better brand to try it out, because the Dollar General ones work really good as spot cleaning, but as far as doing like a big area, they weren't that great, especially because they kind of ran out really fast. So I bought these ones hoping that they'll last a little bit longer. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and try it out and just see how it goes. I'm gonna start kind of section by section. So we're gonna do this section right here, and then probably this section, and then the middle, and just kind of, like I said, take it section by section and try and do as best of a job as we can. Also, just for the before and after, this is the before. Just so you guys know, and then I'll show you again once we are done. Okay guys, so we've lost all of the light, but I finished the front half of the truck, and I gotta say, so far I'm pretty happy with the results. Pretty impressed, to be honest with you. We haven't gotten all the stains 100% out, but we have gotten most of them out. As you can see, we still have a little bit of kind of like browning right there, almost looks like rust. Same right there, but that big stain that was over there is pretty much completely gone now, as well as most of the stuff over here. We still have a few little ones right there, but once we get everything done, I'm gonna come back and do kind of spot cleaning on everything, especially like stuff like this. That's like gum or candy that was stuck to there, as well as whatever that is, which looks absolutely disgusting. We'll go ahead and clean that out. But for now, this actually has been working really good. And forget absolutely what I said earlier about the Dollar Tree carpet cleaner. This stuff is 100 times better. Again, this one's going to be linked down below in that cart that I told you about, but this is way better. So far, this can has done all of this in a little bit right there, and I still have a little bit left in there. The Dollar Tree one would have been gone like halfway through this thing, if that. So that is definitely way better. Anyways, I'm gonna continue cleaning all this out. I can't wait to try and get this big old stain out. Hopefully that comes out. If not, it's under the seat, no big deal, but I really want to see how good this thing works. Also, this thing is definitely not staying. I actually already have something that's going to replace it, at least for now. It's not going to be its permanent replacement, because I definitely want to get a set of seats that has a center console and try to make that work. But for now, I got a different replacement for it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to show it to you guys in this video or save it for a completely different video, but I'm pretty excited about it. But anyways, like I said, we'll pick up this video up again tomorrow morning. Okay guys, we got the interior completely vacuumed out, shampooed, everything. We already gave the carpet its last vacuum after it dried. It wasn't really wet, it was just, you know, it had a little bit of moisture still in the front and the hairs and everything, but we let it dry overnight and it feels much better now. Like, it actually kind of feels soft. now, so it's really nice. Again, we didn't get all the spots out, and I was thinking about coming back and doing some spot cleaning, but I really don't want to put that much effort into this thing. I now feel confident that it's nice and clean. It smells way better. We're not keeping this carpet forever. Once we actually do the interior on this thing, we're gonna put a new carpet in it and everything. This is just so that we can drive the truck for now and we don't feel nasty while being in it. So again, I think we achieved that purpose. So now we're gonna move on to all the plastics, getting all of those nice and clean and protected. And basically the way that I'm gonna do it is give everything a dusting first, get all the dust off everything, and then we're gonna hit it with a cleaner and a protector. I might hit it with this too. This is a disinfectant that my wife likes to make. So I might do the cleaner, disinfect, and protect. And we also have some soapy water just in case we need it anywhere around here. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, do all that, and then check back in with you guys once all of that is done. And I ended up dusting with the disinfectant directly on the microfiber and just went over everything, and it actually already looks way better. It's nice and clean, but we're gonna go all the way and, like I said, use the cleaner and some brushes to really get into everything, because if you look closer, there's still a lot of dust in all of these little crevices and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and clean all of that. Also, while I'm cleaning, I'm discovering that this dash is pretty cracked. It's no second gen Dodge, but it's still pretty cracked, which kind of sucks. It's got a pretty nice crack right there, couple cracks right here, and just throughout the whole dash, which kind of sucks, but it's pretty typical for trucks this age, especially living down here in Arizona, where it's hot and dry. It's kind of like the trade-off you do when you buy a southern truck. You get really nice rust-free bodies, but sometimes the insides, the plastics, are pretty messed up. Oh, obviously this one's pretty cracked too, but you guys had already seen that. Honestly, it's worth it having a nice, clean, rust-free body. The interior we can fix pretty easy, which again, once we do the interior build on this truck, we're gonna fix all of that. I have some pretty big plans for it. I'm pretty excited, actually. I've been already doing research on what I want to do, and I'm pretty excited. But like I said, that's gonna be for a completely different build. Anyways, okay guys, we've been working on this dash now for a while, and we are completely done with it, and I gotta say it turned out pretty damn good. All the blacks are nice and black again. The tan plastics are looking good. They're looking just a little bit shiny, maybe a little bit more than I'd like to, but that was the I guess the dullest protector that I could find. Everything else is even shinier than this, so it'll do. Again, it looks really good. It's nice and protected. It's soft, smooth to the touch. The only thing we didn't hit with it was the steering wheel. You want to make sure that you can actually drive your truck. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, the cool thing about these brushes is that you can get into all these little cracks in your dash and on your dash. Like, all of these had a whole bunch of dirt all around them, and we were able to get all of that stuff out. Again, like I said, this is looking really good. Really good. The last thing I gotta do is hit that, clean that clear plastic, but other than that, it's completely done. And like I said, it looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead, do all the door panels using the same method as I did for this, and we'll see how that looks. And this thing is done, and I honestly couldn't be any more excited and happy about having it done. It feels so nice and clean and fresh now. I'm seriously so happy with the way that it turned out. Like, even just the dash, just like how clean it looks now, the steering wheel, everything, and most importantly, it feels clean and it smells clean, which in my opinion is very important when you have a truck, especially a new one, because like I said, I want to be smelling my smells, not someone else's. So, well, I'd rather not smell any smells, but if I have to, I'd rather know that they're mine. Anyways, like I said, this thing is completely done. As you can see, we are missing our center console. I have some plans for that. Hopefully it pans out, but that's gonna be a whole different video all on its own. I'm very excited about it. I already test fit what's gonna go in here, and just the way that it looks, I am excited about this. These seats aren't really in, they're kind of just in there, I guess. I'm gonna have to take it back out to install that their mod, but hopefully you guys will see that in the next video, I think. Also, I don't know how you guys feel about these things, but I freaking love them. I've always been a big fan of the little trees, to be honest with you. I used to like the new car smell, believe it or not. I think right around high school I discovered these things, and ever since then they've been my favorite. And I always have them in the single cab. This truck's not gonna get them. Pretty much anything that I drive that's mine, I have these. Except on these, I'm not gonna put that many of them. I'm just gonna do probably like 2. because my wife doesn't like them. So she just doesn't like strong smells. But I basically just put one in the back of each one of these seats, and I think that should be enough. Hopefully the wife doesn't mind it. But for now, guys, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Again, check out that link that I left down below to that cart. That way you guys can check out all the items that I bought to make this, and some that I wish I would have bought. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave any comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one.